Fitness and staying active, it's a lot more than physical fitness. It can greatly improve mental wellness, and, for the Pegcity Steppers, a stronger sense of community. The nearly 70 members are sharing their passion with all of Winnipeg, holding their second Health and Wellness Day on July 21st. Ready to embark on your fitness journey? All you need to do is show up.
Thank you so much for having me, Ryan. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Hello, everyone. My name is Shanna Goodrich, and I'm the founder of Pegcity Steppers. So you may be wondering, what is Pegcity Steppers? Pegcity Steppers is a local running/walking group based here in Winnipeg. We started out 4 years ago as an initiative for a group of friends to stay active. And since then, we have grown into this vibrant community. We have weekly runs, weekly walks, and we do host series of events throughout the year to promote movement and just general wellness within our community.
Moving is so important. I didn't realize how, not just out of shape, but like how rough condition my body was in. I mean, when you're sitting around all day, working on a computer, you don't think about it.
True.
But like starting to like work out as well. And although some workouts afterwards, you're like, oh boy, sometimes it hurts more than not working out.
I know, I can relate.
Overall, it's a great way to like just improve your health overall. I feel better now that I've started working out and being active.
Trust me, just one walk can improve your day in such an amazing way. Like, as you rightly say, we take for granted, when you sit at your desk for 8 hours, however long you work, and sometimes not taking that intentional break to go and get even a 15 or 20-minute walk and come back. It helps to clear the mind and just to do great wonders for the body.
Yeah, well, I've noticed, because I walk to work every day,
Oh,
but then I
really?
try
Nice.
to take my dog for a walk as well, how much different I feel in both my hips and my knees.
Yes.
Like, it is insane.
That's awesome.
And like, it doesn't take much, right? Like, you meet once a week, people coming together, getting active. And I think that's important, keeping each other accountable of like,
Definitely.
You can do this. Come on, come together, unite under like a common goal.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? Sometimes even because we do have a group chat, and sometimes you might be feeling like, I don't want to go today. And then you notice someone else from the team posted, or you see their Strava notification pops up saying, oh, Natalia just finished a walk or a run. So you're like, oh, I have to go now. So it's just that friendly camaraderie that encourages us to keep on moving each day.
When we're looking at this group coming together, what do you think has been one of the most fulfilling aspects for yourself?
For me, the most fulfilling aspect is just to see how much the community has grown over the past 4 years. We started out as a group of 4 friends, and we are about 70 members strong right now.
70?
70.
Wow.
So we don't have like all 70 active each week, but the numbers will, fluctuate based on people's schedule and availability. But within our group chat, we have a 70-member complement that will participate in the various events that we have and just supporting each other throughout it all. It's not just about the physical, but also mental, emotional, and various aspects of life that, you need that support system in your corner to help you through. So for me, that's one of the most rewarding aspects to see that, what started out as something physical has transcended and grown into a community that you can have people in your corner to support you.
And like, how much of that has an effect on one's mental health as well? Going out, connecting with people, not just being physically active, but you're mentioning that sense of community, because I think we could all relate that loneliness sometimes, not feeling connected to anything.
That's an important part of your overall well-being, feeling a sense of connection with someone else with a larger purpose, even being involved in planning and coordinating this health and wellness day for the wider community. It gives you that sense of purpose and involvement in something that's bigger than yourself.
Speaking of the Health and Wellness Day, I definitely want to touch on that and talk about that a little bit more, but you also hosted it last year. Tell me, how did that go? How was engagement for that?
It was amazing. Like it was our first year hosting the event. And of course, when you're having an event, especially the first time, you have that nerves like, oh my God, will people come out? But it was awesome. Like throughout the day, we had 4 classes, various levels. We had a HIIT workout, we had soca aerobics, we had, what else did we have last year? Um, the names are slipping me right now, like body combat. But throughout the entire day, we had various classes that community members could participate in. We had wellness talks. We had a line of wellness vendors that people could go and interact with and learn some more. So, it was well received by the community. We had tons of engagement, tons of fun. And, that gave us the encouragement to host it again this year and to make it even better.
This year's theme is thriving together, building stronger communities through movement. I cannot talk today. It sounds like it's that messaging of like uniting and community again.
That's one of the things that's at the core of our objectives as a group to, unify members of our community and using something that is universal to all and, accessible to all to build that bridge and to build the connections and to also show that through movement, we are not only improving our physical well-being, but also some of the points that we touched on earlier, the sense of belonging and community and fellowship.
Well, that's where the wellness part comes in, right? Like
Yes.
their health is the physical aspect, working on it, getting your body movement, healthier cardio, and then that wellness, that sense of community,
Yes,
supporting
definitely.
mental health wellness.
Definitely.
Takes place July 21st from 11 to 4. Walk me through the day, Shauna. What can people expect coming in at the morning there and then heading over to 4? And then I'd like to talk a little bit on how can people help themselves through the day, because we've been getting a couple scorchers from time to time.
I'll walk you through the day and some of the amenities that we'll have. So we'll be starting off the day at 11 a.m. with our opening ceremony. And this will be a 1-hour segment where we'll be, hearing from some special guest speakers on the topic. We'll also have Mayor Scott Gillingham there. He'll be bringing greetings from the city. We'll also have the Honorable Uzoma Asaraga, sorry, I mispronounced the name, and they will be bringing greetings from the Ministry of Health and also talking about some of the initiatives that, will be happening in the city of Winnipeg.
Well, that's really exciting, getting the recognition of both the city and the province.
That's a big win for us, and we're super excited to have them on board. Definitely gives us that sense of pride that the event is making an impact in the community. We'll also have various performances to, open the day, as well as we'll be having our keynote speaker that will be speaking on the topic. Coming out of our opening ceremony, we'll officially declare the vendor village and fitness zone open at 12. And that will lead us into the visitors being able to explore the different vendors, see what they're offering. And our first class will kick off at 12:30 p.m. And that will be a HIIT class being led by Underdogs Coaching. Throughout the course of the day, you'll notice that the classes are staggered. It's a half-an-hour segment, and then we have a half-an-hour break in between each class, to give persons the opportunity to recover and to get some refreshments or take some
Well,
selfies.
exactly. You don't want people to be pushing themselves too hard that it's like, all right, here's the next event, and then everyone's completely drained.
Exactly, exactly. Following that, we'll be having a Zumba workout. So it's a little more calm than the hit the previous one. So you'll notice we're going up, then we're taking you down and up again and taking you down again. Um, we'll also have a kids zone this year, which is new this year. Last year we didn't have that, but we noticed that there were some kids in attendance. So we wanted to give them the opportunity to also partake in the fun. So we'll be having some kid-friendly games such as the cornhole, ball toss. We'll also have face painting for the kids at 1 p.m. So, fun things that they can enjoy while their parents have a workout session. They can also join the workout session. The instructors will be modifying the workouts to suit needs as well. And the last two classes that I forgot to mention, we'll also be having a yoga session being led by Kelly Cohen of Open Yoga Studio. And then we will have Afrobeats, or it's called the Afro-aerobics class, which will be led by Afro House Fitness. So that will close us out on a high note for the afternoon. Persons can stick around, take photos, and just enjoy the venue. It's a lovely venue we'll be at again this year in True North Square.
As someone who has picked up running and going morning as early in the morning as possible to avoid that heat, being active in the summer can take a lot of work and it can take a lot out of you. So as we're looking at this event throughout the day, what are some things that people should be thinking of and be aware of to ensure that they can enjoy the entire day of fitness while avoiding some of the challenges of potentially heat stroke or dehydration? So what are some things they should be aware of?
That's a very good point, Ryan. And I've been checking the weather the past couple of days because I wanted to make sure, it will be nice on that day. We've been getting a lot of rain. And based on the forecast, it seems as if it will be a nice sunny day. So we have definitely made arrangements to have proper hydration on site. We'll have a hydration station sponsored by Jackson Springs and City Park Runners. So patrons will be able to go and refill, get enough supply of water throughout the day and to keep themselves hydrated. We'll also have other forms of refreshment there that they can use. And, we'll have our medic tent. So if for any reason you start to feel a little lightheaded or may want to take a break from the activities, you could go in the shaded area and just to get that recovery on. But the most important part is to pace yourself, especially if you're just starting out. I know there's a lot of activities to do, but you don't want to jump and do everything. So, if it's to only do one class or two class, that's totally fine. There's no mandatory push to do every single activity that we'll be having.
It's about taking those first steps, right?
Exactly.
About getting involved, starting to build those habits, and being aware of your body when you're out, like especially when it's warm. When you're being physically active, it can take a lot out of you. So be aware, take those breaks, and make sure you drink a lot of water.
Definitely.
For someone who's wanting to attend this event and check it out, or wanting to join Pegcity Steppers just on your weekly runs and walks, what words of encouragement would you give someone who is thinking about taking those first steps?
As you hear Nike say, just do it. So just turn up. We meet on Saturday mornings at 7:30 a.m. at the Forks. We also meet Mondays at 6 p.m. at various parks. So each month we change the rotation. But, we're open to anyone that wants to join. It's a free initiative. Just turn up. We're on our socials at Pegcity Steppers, where we post all our upcoming meetups or any events that we're having. So feel free to send us a message if you want to reach out. I think that we're pretty open and approachable group and always looking forward to meeting new people. So in terms of coming out to our event on Sunday, it's a free event. Um, just come on out to True North Square and come and join us. There's no need to register for any of the classes. All you have to do is turn up.
So, Shauna, how is this all possible? How does Pegcity Steppers keep going? Is this like completely volunteer run? Is it like through donations or support? How do we keep Pegcity Steppers going?
Well, a pretty much bit of both. So it's purely volunteer led. So members of the group Pegcity Steppers volunteer to form a board that and planning committee that coordinates all of the different events that we host. And we do have various fundraising events throughout the course of the year that we will use towards financing our projects, as well as, we'll get sponsorship from various businesses throughout the course of the year or specific to the events that we are hosting. So for this event in particular, we have to send big kudos and thanks to all of our event sponsors over the years. Brooks Canada, you'll notice I'm repping the brand. They've been one of our key supporters, helping us to sponsor like our running shirts, different running shoes that we can use as giveaways. And you'll notice that we actually do have a gate prize giveaway this weekend of a brand new pair of Brooks running shoes for anyone that is able to complete all 4 classes, as well as visit at least 2 of the vendors that will be on site at the event. We do have several other sponsors such as City Park Runners, Cranked Energy Bar, just to name a few off the top of my head. But, we do network and try to get various businesses to support the various elements that we have to offer at the event.
So, where can people go to find out more about Pegcity Steppers and, of course, the upcoming Health and Wellness Day?
For sure. So one of the first places I would say is to check our Instagram page at Pegcity Steppers, or they can also visit our website at pegcitysteppers.ca.
Have any stories you'd like us to share or communities we should highlight? Leave a comment on our social media or reach out to us on our website. I'm Ryan Funk. This was You Talk, and have yourself a good one.